get to it here. We got Final Fantasy 16 we gotta keep playing. It's a law. It's not a law. If it was a law, I would have finished Final Fantasy 10. Which one day I'll still do. But not today. Today it's 16. We're gonna finish 16 and then we're gonna have a really weird gap. I will have beat 1 through 9, a chunk of 10, 14, and 16. Steal the win. Thank you so much for the sub. Way to start. Way to start the stream. That feels good. That feels good. It's very appreciated. Alright, we are on the world map. We gotta decide where to go. And I say, you know what, let's just get this side quest out of the way. Can I get a tiny gripe about this game out of the way? I love the tips font, but dislike the lore font greatly. What's the lore font? Would it be... So are you talking about like that? Like Martha? Or like that? That text? I don't know. I'm so bad at identifying good and bad fonts. Like, it's honestly baffling to me. Like, I hear people talk about, oh, that's a good font, that's a bad font. And I'm just not good at telling. Like, I be honest, here's where it gets real scary to admit. I don't know why people dislike Comic Sans. I know not to use it, and I won't use it, but I don't know why people dislike it. It just seems, it doesn't even seem like the worst font in the world to me. But I know it's like a jokingly bad font, but I don't know why. Font snobs hate system fonts. It's more of a meme. Yeah, I don't know why people get weird about it. I downloaded other custom fonts that were Comic Sans adjacent because I was just like, you know what? I kind of like the handwritten like way it looks. So I got another one, and then people gave me shit for that too. They were like, oh, I see you got a Comic Sans font, adjacent font. It's like, well, yeah, what's wrong? We can't use anything that looks remotely like it? What's going on? So I don't know anything about fonts. What I have learned. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, there was a period of time where custom fonts and stuff like that were not very common, and everybody used Comic Sans for everything, so I get, like, a font can be overused and problematic that way, but just, like, the level of hate that that thing has is, I don't understand. But let's see, at least for us seeing it on a tiny stream window, it's super thin, hard to read. Thicker font would help us, but for you it probably looks perfectly fine. Let me see how it looks on my screen here. Oh yeah, I kind of see what you're talking about, because like right now I'm looking at it on a little thing. Yeah, it's very narrow. Yeah, it seems okay on the big screen, but I can totally see that. So, one of the interesting facts about this game that I learned that I get now, and I think they made the right choice, was after they showed the game off to a lot of people, they had a lot of...
Come on. We need to find the others.
Oh man, this place sucks. Like a lot of places.
Fucking Imperials. If they hurt Martha, they'll have the whole rest to them.
They got a lot of feedback saying that the UI looked too futuristic for something that's meant to be fantasy. Oh, we were gonna do the side quest. Alright, well, hold on. We'll look for Martha in a minute. They got told that the game looked too sci-fi with its font and its UI and all of that. So they completely redid the UI for something more fantasy-based and something older. And they put it in the game, and then decided they didn't like the look of it, and they reverted it back. So it was one of those things where it's like, they listened to fans. Fans were like, hey, this font and all this looks too sci-fi. They went, all right, put in a ton of work, looked at it, and went, nah, we don't like it. Just immediately undid it. I'm notorious, font-wise, for liking whatever is popular, or whatever becomes popular. Like, I'm either... Like, I don't research it, so I can't really say, like, you know, I follow trends, because I don't know what the trends are. But, like, I'll look at something and go, oh, I like this font, I'll use this font, and the next thing I know, it gets a reputation for being used for everything. Alright, doing good here. We gotta keep going this way. Oh, there's a big horn over there. There's also a lockbox. I gotta figure out my abilities. Hold on, let's do this real quick. Because I don't know what my abilities are for, Remu here. Alright, so we kind of know this. What does this do when it's mastered? Mastery increases the number of lock-ons. Launch a barrage of ball lightning at one or more enemies. Targets are determined by locking onto them before executing the ability. Ball lightning will affix itself to the target and can be used to discharge, dealing additional damage if the target is attacked. Okay. Thunderstorm. Call forth a powerful thunderstorm that rains down multiple bolts of lightning on a target. And ram a staff into the ground, electrifying all enemies within a radius. What's this one? Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains, dealing lightning damage to other enemies. Judgment Bolt. Massive damage to a single target. I really like this ignition ability. I kind of want to... What's the upgrade for limit break? Oh, another limit break gauge. And then another limit break gauge. Just more limit break gauge time. Flames of Rebirth costs an awful lot to be considered mastery. I just don't really love any of these abilities. Yeah, slightly earlier stream than normal. Like, right now I'm in a place where it's hard to schedule when I stream. Evenings are easier, but today just happened to be a rare case where I could stream early, so I kind of jumped on it. So that I could have my evening off. Because there's some other stuff I gotta get done. But, yeah, we're still kind of figuring out when the best time to do the streaming is. But today will be early. I don't know if we'll do one tonight. We'll kind of see. I don't know. I think maybe I want to upgrade that. Oh, we can do... What's the mastery on it? Allows assignment to any icon. That's big. Like, the ability to put it on any icon is kind of cool. I think we hold off, though. Let's give it a little bit more time. I find the 2 abilities per icon a little limiting. I kind of wish what Ramu added was just a 3rd ability to each one. Yeah, we'll just hold on to our points for right now. Oh, I dodged it. I forgot the dodge button, but I totally dodged it.
Slow. Nice try.
Pile drive? Wait, hold on. Did we see pile drive? Also, hey Tyler, how's it going, man? Good to see ya. What is pile drive? What? Hold on. Did we have it? Oh yeah, we do. Pile drive. That's it. That's the one. Doesn't really look like a pile driver. I wish it did. All that was for this chest. 10 chunks of wyrite. Maybe worth it. I don't know. Cooking stream, cheese crisp stream. So it's funny you mentioned the cheese crisp stream. I uploaded it to YouTube, but I still have the video private. That stream was fun to do. I am so stuck because I can't cross water. Clive's afraid of water and I don't know how to get out of where I am. Okay, hold on. Where am I going? Okay, so I need to follow this down around. You know what? We can just teleport to this. It'll be quicker. But I'm so nervous to put that live because that cheese crisp stream is just so poorly shot, and while it was a lot of fun, putting it on YouTube is scary, but I do feel like people need to know how to make a cheese crisp. I do think I need to do the cooking stream at some point on YouTube. Cheese crisps are amazing.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Oop, they got me. Oh, I missed him. Got him, no problem. Easy business. Got what we needed.
I can't imagine Atlas needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Alright, well, we're in the zone we need to be in for the next part of the quest, so we'll just call that a completed side quest and move forward. I actually made cheese crisps for the family like 2 nights ago. It's the perfect, like, I need something to eat, but we're not super hungry. But we know we will become hungry. Alright, we got him. Guys, that might be considered overkill for dealing with hornets and bees, but I say no. I think that's the proper way. Man, I just can't resist a blue sparkly down in the muck. It's gonna be like 3 gil and not worth it, but how do you resist it? It's just right there.
Time to fight.
It was 3 gil. It was exactly 3 gil. I mean, what you're saying is exactly the strength of a cheese crisp. The strength of a cheese crisp is its modularity. It is the easiest thing in the world to start, and it can become really incredible things if you allow it. Alright, we need to get up there. Enough fighting people. Man. I had a burrito for lunch, and the tortilla was a cheese crisp. You ever worry that your burrito isn't going to have enough cheese in it? Let me tell you, make your burrito a cheese crisp, and it will have enough cheese in it.
Fucking Imperials.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
I'm sorry.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Alright, well, that's dark. Let's go get him. Nobody better hurt Martha. I have a special investment in
right.
Martha, and...
That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
The most incredible thing about cheese crisps is the wife loves them and she dislikes most things that come out of core. Fair. Your wife clearly has good taste. But there you go. Anytime you need justification for doing anything with core, just a reminder that it brought cheese crisps into the world.
Up ahead. Martha, Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something. Tell us what happened. What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened. The Black Shields? The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields in this area, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Man, I leveled up from stepping on a bee. A hornet. You know, some people really like bees, so we'll be nice. There's a hornet that we stepped on. I don't have time for you spiders. I gotta go. Ah, man. We moved so far. Alright. Oh man, there's already dead people. We gotta get in there.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Oh good, for a minute I thought they were gonna run away.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
That's right. Oh, there was one behind me. Oh man, I love when the protagonist says something cool, like this isn't gonna take long, and then you get in a fight and you do cool stuff and it doesn't take long. That's the best. That's the best feeling.
I think so.
Oh, I gotta
I
check
didn't
my
see the
equipment
abbot.
too.
He may still be alive.
Hold on. Let's look at the gear real quick here, because, yeah, I've been using this for a while, and I don't even have Rising Flames equipped. Flames of Rebirth, reduced to by 12 seconds is kind of huge. Ignition damage by 12% is also big. I don't know if I need that, actually. What is the cooldown on Flames of Rebirth, does it say? Let's try it. Let's see how long it takes with this. Oh, and it was Ignition that I was using, right? Yeah.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Martha to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
Man, sometimes this game just gets pretty bleak.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
What's in the bag?
They rose from their beds.
Why are we all looking at the bag?
The Imperials, so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains.
Oh, okay.
We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
I like that I'm gonna do all this serious questing business, and I'm gonna do it all with cock and ball on the side of my screen.
Stay down.
Is there anything good in this ruin? Sometimes you run into good stuff. Wouldn't mind good stuff. Okay, well. We gotta go back and to the left. What's this? Is that where we were? Hold on, I've gotten myself turned around. Alright, we need to go to the right, around, and over the bridges. Ah, it's one of those eyeball things. Oh no. What the hell is this? It's got a bounty on it? Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrading existing items. We're gonna fight it! Why wouldn't we fight it?
What do I say? Of course it has. It's a floating highball. Slow. Nice try.
Oh, what am I in? I don't think I want to be in that.
Nice try.
Oh, that is not the ability I wanted to use. I thought I was on Rama.
Nice try.
No! We moved too far. You gotta be kidding me. Ah, shit! Alright, now we gotta do this quick.
Nice try.
Oh my gosh, I did it again! I did it again! He does that stupid Doom move that you gotta move out of the way, and I don't see the arena. Alright, hold on. Alright, just like last time, but even quicker. No, 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 get out.
Go on.
Okay. Hold on. Now it's bugging me. Now it's a personal affront. This isn't even a hard fight. The hardest part about the fight is keeping it within the limits.
Try not to move.
Okay, where are we going? I gotta do this fight again. Set a marker. We're going to get him. I'm not gonna lose to this stupid eyeball. It barely even hit me. It just got by on a cool move.
Look sharp.
This time, it's personal.
Thank you, Founder.
Nope, I don't have time for your shit. I gotta go get this eyeball.
Nice try.
There we go. No big deal. No big deal. Just gotta keep him in the arena is the hardest part.
You didn't see that coming.
Haha, gotcha. Alright. Oh man. The life has returned to the world now. Although I wanna switch my ability. I don't think I like Flames of Rebirth. The cooldown on it's still really long. I might like it once I can maybe map it to somebody else, which I might do. But I think I still like Scarlet Cyclone better. I also really like Gouge. Gouge is an ability I like a lot, so maybe that's one we equip. Oh, that's a shorter cooldown for that, too. That might be nice to have.
That must be the bridge.
Stupid eyeball. Still mad about the eyeball. Oop.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back.
What they need the pyre
Always
for?
worried
I
about
already
Martha.
burned him pretty good.
All right.
Just seeing if there's any other weird, like, do those notorious marks only show up once you've identified them, or? Missed. Man, this Hornet does not want to be chased down. There we go. Got him. Just killing stuff. I gotta say, the combat in this game continues to grow in a way I like. I would say the first step backwards for me, and it's probably more because I'm not used to it than it not being good, but switching between 3 iconics, my brain hasn't adjusted to it yet. 2 felt really right. That's why I was kind of hoping with Rama instead of, Ramu, instead of,
They call themselves our countrymen.
instead of adding a 3rd one, I kind of wish it just gave an extra slot to use between the 2.
No one
But I'm sure
survived
I'll
them.
get used to it.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire.
It's
Nothing but a
weird
ghost
that
story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times,
it's
you
weird
would
that
have
they're
been right.
killing bearers.
What these black shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question. Why do it all?
Thank you,
My
Clive.
mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
I mean, I'm glad Clive is saying that it doesn't make a ton of sense, because it doesn't. So we destroyed a mother crystal, which means resources-wise, the ability to perform magic easily has now become significantly more limited in the world, which means bearers and dominants are now a more valuable resource.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi! You there! Don't just pass me by!
Okay, I'll talk to you.
You handy with that sword of yours?
Pretty
Of
handy.
course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
Chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's go help.
There's a good lad.
Go help the chocobos.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
White-winged wonder. Wasn't my chocobo when I was a kid white? Are bears born that way? I don't think so. I think they're kind of like mutants. I think they like come into their power because they talk about a couple people where it's like all of a sudden they discovered they were bears. But I also think that I do think it's something that can also present at a young age because there was also the baby that got given away because they showed that they were a bearer. So I think it can kind of go either way. And like Jill didn't know she was a dominant. Do they all get branded? If they get caught,
White
yeah.
feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Yeah, Ambrosia, his chocobo.
Speaking of brave birds.
Well, if it's
Looks
only
like they went
got
that
one
way.
eye, it's his. Yeah.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
And that's what they said. They said they were fighting chocobos. Them's fighting chocobos, they said. There they are.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Come here, dog. I didn't even know there were dogs here, but... Oh, shit. Look at this guy.
Let's try.
Uh-oh. He kept going, as it turns out.
To me, Flames!
That sound at the end. I think that sound was supposed to blend in with other sounds, but it sounded so funny. He got me.
You're safe now.
Oh, is it ambrosia? There's a scar on the
White
eye, it
heart,
looks
I
like.
presume. Do you know her, boy?
Look at the eye.
That scar.
Yeah.
It couldn't be. Ambrosia.
That's what a quet actually
It is
sounds
you.
like.
You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Queh. Queh.
Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Let me tell you about this chocobo. This is awesome chocobo. They're my friend.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
Where? Where? Where?
Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Where?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
How long do chocobos live? I don't know. I bet they're like parrots. I bet they live a long time. Although in this game they eat them apparently. So, oh look at that! Got a cool patch on the eye.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Few scraps of leather's the very
Punished
least I owe old
Ambrosia.
Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides.
What's weirder, eating a
Don't
horse or
worry,
eating a
we'll get
chocobo?
along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
They don't like
You take care of your flock for
what?
now.
The concept of
I'll call you
removing
when I
a
need you.
tattoo is so weird in this world that they're like, no. That guy had a tattoo where that massive scar in the shape of a bearer mark is. So it couldn't have been you. Queh. This is the description. Chocobo unlocked. Mount up. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia and X to mount the Chocobo.
Ready, go?
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, what do we got? Hold R2 to gallop, L2 to rein in, R3 to dismount. I thought we were gonna get some proper Chocobo music. I am a little sad we're not getting not getting a full Chocobo theme. We got just a little sting of one. Must be because everyone disables mount music in 14. It is true. Hey. Oh, she gets one too. That's nice. Yours is apparently faster than mine. Alright, well, I wanted a little bit of time on my Chocobo. Before we go back to the hideaway here.
Now, where's Gav?
Hold on. Man, it started me right up here, but we gotta go down and give the cock and ball guy the old cock and ball turn in. Alright, Mr. Cock and Ball, here it is.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Quest complete. A badge of might. Oh, look at that. I was just thinking I should equip the, I actually was thinking of coming in here and switching this defense one for a generic attack one. But now I've got an even better attack one. That's great.
I hear there's trouble.
Hey, Gav.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals.
Hell yeah, let's get another Mother Crystal. Let's do it.
4 Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Yeah, it only took him 5 years. He figured it out. These two doing, just looking at each other. Otto's counter is now open. The following hideaway facilities are now available: Alliant Reports, the Patron's Whisper, and the Hunt Board. All 3 are located near Otto in the Mess.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
You think it's all right to touch him?
Clive? What's Sancfordian, dear?
What you got for me, man? Something crazy new?
That it? Fine.
I like the kids just scoping the dog. Alright, any new messages for me? Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another 2 apart. I'm gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, we find that she has spent her life doing that exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? All of memories. Looks like we do have another memory. What's our other... Oh, there it is. Brocious tack. I love stuff like that. So, not a lot of video games do this. The first video game I really remember doing it was a game called Star Wars Alliance. I love the idea of having a home base where you kind of collect trophies from the bigger missions. I think that that is so cool. And not a lot of games do it, but I love it when they do.
So Martha's all right.
Clive, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I'm the mightiest of all Moogles. No fiend of the forest. Ah, shit. So I need you to slay them all, Kupo.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, just let me know, Kupo. Alright, let's talk to Nectar, because I like doing the Chocobo voice. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Kupo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been, Kupo. Look at these wings. Do they look like the sort that might carry a Moogle across countless leagues of open sea, Kupo? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kupo. Alright, let's view the hunt board. What do we got here? Alright, well, we already got one done. That one's taken care of. A trader coming by way of Caer Norvent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through the pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Okay, so the Broken Hilt in Rosaria and Clairview Sambrecht. This one is... Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march on the to the northern border that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenchers of the nearby villages. Rusty Nails, thank you so much for being here. It'll all be on a VOD soon, I promise. You can get caught up quick.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Did we know Desiree? Did I never talk to her? Well, let's just see what's going on.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway Mess, view current renown level, and accept any donations available. Oh, that's nice. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of court. We've gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. I accept this donation. Our order is built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where it is due. We may have failed Martha, but never again.
Here you are.
Thank you. Okay, so we got to get to 85. Ooh, and then we get a berserker ring.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive! Quick look. Always something in there.
No, not always something. Actually, nothing. Quite specifically nothing.
And how may I assist you today?
Hello, Vivian.
What is it that you wish to learn?
By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valestia, revisit any of the Nine Tails past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit.
I have the details here.
The Grand Cast. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Man, look at that. Friggin' Annabella Rossfield. She's the worst. They died, right? Yeah. Although it's not showing them as dead. They're not grayed out. Man, I could spend a lot of time in here. Sir Wade and Sir Tyler not grayed out, but I believe, you know... And it says he dies. So I don't know. I don't think that's a hint. Here you can view a detailed overview of the current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates. So you can see the path and what the armies are doing. This is cool. This is nice.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
That it is.
That room's as ragged as...
Alright. Let's go see... There's also a side quest, but I'm not exactly sure how to get down there. Oh, okay, we got stage replay arcade mode. Interesting. It's a little depressing. We don't need to make it depressing.
Everyone used to live in the sky. They ain't flying.
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Give them all the data.
I have quite the find for you today. What subject shall we consider today? You are always welcome.
Level 3 knowledge, man. Dropping it on you. Alright, I am going to take a bathroom break, get a drink, stretch a little bit. I don't think I'm quite done. I want to stream a little bit longer, but take a little break here and chill, listen to some music, and relax for a few, and I'll be back in, I don't know, 10-15 minutes or so. Something like that. So, be right back, everybody. See you in just a few. We're back. We're back with more. Alright, we were just wrapping up at the hideaway. We were checking everything out. There's still a little side quest somewhere we gotta get to. Let's see if we can find it. I will let everybody know I am officially back on the dad clock at the moment, which means that if the baby wakes up, when the baby wakes up, not if. Let's not go that dark. When the baby wakes up, it is going to be on me to go take care of him and spend the rest of the afternoon with him, so that will be the end of the stream, possibly for the entire day. Maybe until tonight, depending on where everything's at. So,
I hear there's trouble.
There might be a sudden and abrupt end to this stream. We'll keep going for now and just see where we end up. Okay, look, there's a whole back side here.
How much water can a flower drink?
Won't be long now, Martel. They'll try your apples soon enough. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat.
Oh, there's someone who actually died.
It's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Yeah,
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Alright, this seems like a happy quest. I mean, a little bittersweet, but happy overall. Like, that's alright.
It's not the ether.
That's what they want me to think? Yeah, probably. Get back and find out they're called Martell apples because they used her bones in the soil or something. I don't know.
Did you come through the forge today? I hear there's trouble.
Trouble in Rosaria. I kind of feel like that's been the case from the get-go.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martell.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though. A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Apples.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Apples were enough to curdle your guts.
Alright, they're happy about the apples. So far, so good. So far, no big surprise.
I hear this.
Guys, we might get away with this one just being nice.
I think it's alright to touch him.
Alright, everybody likes apples, man. It's good.
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martell. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Quest complete. It's gonna be a trophy. Nice. I think I'm going a different way. I'm lost.
And you
I'm
say
lost.
Sid built this place? Perhaps they're old enough for the sins of Zemeckis.
Book of Sums. Seems incredibly boring.
I was down in the backyard earlier, and I tried some of the new crop of apples.
Dress is simply fabulous. In it though.
I found a goblin coin.
Martels? Can't wait to try one myself.
And everybody's talking about the apples. I feel like we did real good stuff today. Can't go down there. Oh. I continue to be lost. Treatment diary. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so that it could heal, but not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he's disobeyed my instructions. The next time he comes into me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. Man, Clive. People pay good money for that.
Once the Daleks have laid siege to the Dominion, very little will be leaving Twinside, including the many medicines distilled there.
Ow, I stubbed my toe. Better tie me to the bed. I mean, whoops. It was an accident, of course.
That broom's as ragged as goat's legs. I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Alright, I just want to see my trophy apples and then go about my day. That's all. There they are. Trophy apples. Right there. Alright, that was it. That was all I wanted. Alright, let's go.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Lots of items, dealt with all those creatures. And we can get some more items. All we have to worry about is a couple more hornets. Oh, and some planes. There are some killer planes in the area.
Time to fight. Stay down.
I did think I would find something more interesting than just bees and plants to fight, but... sometimes that's what you get. I don't really want to fight the chocobo. Chocobos seem okay. I do want the items. Doesn't hurt that bees are so easy to beat. not dodge that at all. Or that.
Nice try. Too slow.
Yeah, say, that thing was a lot tougher than the last times I fought him. The timings on their hits is way, way different. They were a lot more aggressive. And all this chasing items, and it always ends up being something stupid like 5 gil.
Farewell.
Alright, that time it wasn't 5 gil. Whoa, there's something crazy over there, though.
This might take a while. It's over. Farewell.
Oh. You got in range of the big dragony thingy. Got in range of it, but it didn't attack. I do kind of feel like I need to redeem myself here.
Too slow. Nice try.
Oh, I forgot to dodge.
Too slow.
There we go. There we go. That was redeemed, right? Kicked its butt. We didn't have to use a bunch of potions. We ended at full health. I would say, much better. We found a chest. Chocobo.
Yeah.
Let's befriend other chocobos. Uh-oh.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing but loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price.
Night Terrors. You know, for 20,000, let's why not?
Are.
Buy it. We'll buy it and we'll forego
Much
buying
obliged.
elixirs.
There
We'll just
you
do
are.
better and not need elixirs. That's what I say. Let's talk to the youth. Hello, fellow kids.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
Alright, let's find more people to talk to. And what's more youth?
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Alright, no more talking to youth. Let's talk to a villager.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire's a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
It's time to go deal with Mom. Go get Mom,
right.
man.
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Yeah, I mean, probably. There's probably something in the mountains. There usually is. They'll be fine, though.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waiting them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
You're not going to like it.
There they are.
Farewell. Stay down.
Oh, what's going on over here?
More of my mother's men.
It's the Black Shields. Would be a terrible shame if something happened to them.
Don't get surrounded. Nice try.
It's over.
Couldn't have happened to nicer people. What a shame we ran into them.
It's over.
horn braid. What'd you do today, Clive? I took a hike in the mountains and I beat up a bunch of plants, 'cause that's what I do. Dodge out of the way that fast enough. Right. Chest, goblin coin, great. I feel like I have a really great combo for the fire aspect. I don't feel like I've gotten that for Garuda, and especially for Ramu. Ramu's circle ability is so weird, I just haven't gotten used to it yet. And because circle is so pivotal to the combos for everything else, it really throws me. Maybe Ramu is supposed to be a bit more ranged. Maybe it's supposed to be more like triangle combo based.
Blood, Clive.
I sure hope this isn't Chris's blood. Uh-oh, Torgal ain't happy.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true Smith Rosaria. Stay down.
You know, the Black Shields really get talked up, and so far, every time I've had to fight the Black Shields, it's been just brutal. In character aggression is what happens, I feel like.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Alright guys, let's go. I'm not gonna go up there and get that 5 gil, but I will come down here and get this 5 gil. Alright, it was clamshells. It was better. It was worth it. Big door.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Jeez.
This was my mother's doing.
Your mom mega sucks. Let's go deal with the mom.
Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
And they really did. They just killed everybody. That's why that one guy was so happy. He knew we were too late. Alright. I guess we gotta keep going. Gotta press on. Nope, not that way. Our jump is not powerful enough.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us the passage.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Begone!
Man, there's like 3 of them. Just knock it down, man.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Oh, there goes a devil crab. There goes a few devil crabs.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy. Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
More than enough for everything!
Fuck off! And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
I mean, again, there's 3 of them. Just go. I guess all the villagers would then storm in too. It's probably not a good idea in this case.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
You know, it rarely is actually abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Yep, jump. And...
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
This part of the game is starting to feel like fantasy The Last of Us. Like all these overgrown, abandoned villages. I'm actually surprised nobody's tried to do that.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Oh, very Last of Us. They whistle and everything.
Or not. Stay down.
Oh, I thought I dodged it. I didn't. That was a lot of you. You actually put up a better fight than the Black Shield, so congratulations, but, you know, still, like, not even close.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
No! No! That's him! That's him! That's Wade! That's Wade!
Blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh?
It's Wade! You may not recognize me! Wade!
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
So, you became a thief. I like that his companions aren't dead, they're just really beat to hell.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
Sir Tyler live? Just Wade.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps... Perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I do feel like Wade and Tyler could have been Biggs and Wedge, and I wonder why they are not. I wonder if they'll be in here.
Then let's hope so.
If
Wade
they're gonna
has
do a
good
Biggs and
quartermaster.
Wedge.
Oh, buck up, man.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's?
What is it you require? It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being
We're gonna
overwhelmed.
fight on a big bridge?
While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Is Gilgamesh gonna
Small
show
enough,
up?
Now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
I want to see Greg. See if Greg shows up.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Alright.
The blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
I gotta go to the bridge, because I gotta know. I gotta know
How
if
long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Gilgamesh
Since
shows
they
up.
burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
You deserve a rest.
Let's go get him.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
He didn't give the whole big speech.
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to find their battles for them.
Statue saved me.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Am I the only idiot who's used up all their potions thinking they were giving doggy commands? I don't ever give the dog commands, so I haven't done it, but I probably
You have
would.
but proven our point. That
Oh, I
this
love this song.
land is in dire need of cleansing.
Oh my gosh.
So wait!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
I mean, we were still in the middle of a combo there, but that's fine. Imperial Link, Dragon Talon, all sorts of good stuff. No Gilgamesh, though. That's a shame.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Oh, that's 85 renown. That unlocked a mystery something back at the hideaway.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Man, I want to see the coat where he keeps all these patches. I wish that was visually reflected. Just a bunch of, like, Boy Scout badges across his armor.
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Rossfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Yeah, sounds like Tyler died.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosefield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
I mean, that's how you convince him, I guess. That's what you do.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Oh, it's sweet.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
No. You don't get to.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
He is so happy.
Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good plates.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides,
Boy, I hope this guy is
I have it on good
genuinely
authority
as
that
good
Clive
as
is
he
telling the
seems to
truth.
be.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
I like that he's decided I'm going. I'm the outlaw
will be
too.
Fun. Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
Alright, what do you want to do?
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Doug's like, you guys done? I want to go to bed. Alright, well, we only have one place we can go. Let's get back there. Feel like it's gonna probably do one more. Nope, it's just gonna drop us in here. Okay, great.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Alright, all sorts of new stuff unlocking. becoming available. But the baby is up, which means we are done. Thank you everybody for stopping by today. That's gonna be the stream. I don't know if there will be more tonight. Follow me on Twitter at John_Jagger. Find out. I will let you know if I go live. And of course, if you do end up missing a stream or missing something, the VODs do go up usually within 24 hours. So you can look for it there. And I'll catch y'all later, either later tonight or tomorrow. Till then, see you everybody.